Hey y'all, it's your girl Elisha and welcome to the Lemon Drop Lifestyle where we turn lemons into lemon drops. Hello from Waffles 2. So for the past 2 years, I've been RVing full time. This is my last season. I'm getting ready to transition from RVing and store my RV. Transition life coming soon. However, what we're doing here is actually prepping the RV for the winter storm we have coming in. What's critical is to empty out all of your tanks. I have 3 tanks on my RV, 2 gray and 1 black. So what I want to do is make sure that there are no fluids in the tanks because we do have a high potential of everything freezing. And that weight and pressure coming down is very dangerous for your tanks. Oh my gosh. So this is my first time shooting a video for YouTube and my camera failed. So okay, we're back on track. Now, this is the first tank. I have 3 tanks, my gray tank and my black tank. So I'm releasing this valve here to ensure that the water, the fluids come out, and it's gonna come out through the connector and go into the sewer. From this point, I actually just let everything drain, and it is super cold out here. The wind is blowing. I did this right before I was getting ready to leave, and the temperature was dropping drastically. Okay, I have everything connected, and I'm just gonna let everything drain out. Once I'm done draining the tanks, I like to empty out my hose so nothing freezes in the hole. So now what I'm doing is actually turning off the main valve that brings water from the ground up to the RV, turning that off because I don't want that to freeze as well. My dad gave me this tool because sometimes it's hard to actually unhook the stuff, and it helps me a lot with releasing and unscrewing a lot of different things. But anywho, I'm taking my heated water hose and removing it from the main line, and I want to drain out the water actually that is already sitting in the heated water hose. The heated water hose actually helps with any kind of water that could potentially freeze. It does heat once the temperature drops below 30. And so I wanted to just go ahead and take out any water that could potentially be in my water hose so that doesn't freeze and it's rock hard when I come back and get everything hooked back up. So letting that water drain out and making sure that we have everything drained from the tanks to the water hose. Now I'm going to put back on the heated water hose. It can hurt. It's really cold out here. My hands are like frozen. Oh my gosh. I know I didn't flush this properly, so I'm just trying my best to get it on and not hurt my hand, but I already did. And so yeah, you just saw what you saw. I turned the water hose back on, or the main line back on, to see if it was actually flushed, and it wasn't. So now I have to start all over again, take the water hose off and empty out the water that I just emptied out from the hose yet again. It is so cold out here, very cold, and everything is already starting to harden and get really stiff. This time I know that I flushed it very well, taking my time. Inside the RV, I like to unhook and unplug everything. So all of anything that's potentially plugged up inside the RV, it is unplugged, just to make sure there are no electrical damages, because if the power goes out or we have a electrical outage, I want no issues when I return. You see me here wrapping the main line up, and this is just a regular blanket to keep it as warm and insulated as possible. And I'm gonna put this little plastic bag over it just because I don't want that blanket to get warm or cold and freeze itself. And then I put this bucket on there to make sure that it's even more insulated. So you see me prepping for my last winter storm as I transitioned. RVing was hard at first, and I started out alone, but it was a blessing in disguise. This lifestyle allowed me to minimize, save so much money, focus on my healing and myself, and now I'm ready to move forward in a different direction of my life Welcome again to the Lemon Drop Lifestyle, where we turn lemons into lemon drops, baby. See y'all soon. Bye.